Hi Aries, thanks for tuning in to this relationships reading. My name is Linda. We're going to be looking at a connection that you're dealing with at the moment. It doesn't have to be only a love interest or a romantic partner. We could be looking at anyone that you're dealing with. It could be a friend or a neighbor or a co-worker, a family member. Did I say that? Someone you may be doing business with. If the messages that are coming through here are not relevant for anything that you're dealing with at the moment, it could be describing a person that might be coming into your energy soon. So keep an eye out for that. I'm working with the Voyager deck today, one of my favorites. This is a general reading. Sometimes the roles can be reversed as well, so keep that in mind. One more shuffle, let's get started. So this first card here describes how you see yourself. This is how you see them, how they see themselves, how they see you. This is the energy between you that supports. This is the energy that challenges, the overall energy, and the potential outcome. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Wands. Okay. So I feel a little bit of tension between these two people. I feel like there could have been maybe a disagreement with them at work potentially, or if this is not a work reading, if this is a love reading, there could just be like a little bit of defensiveness between the two people, and but it's not. I don't feel like it's something major that is a deal breaker or that will go on for a long time. I feel like this is a temporary energy that's moving through, because there is the Three of Cups here and the Ten of Cups here. So there's definitely like love and connection, and there's a bond between these two people. It could be that just at the moment there is some accumulated energy that hasn't been like dispelled yet, or discharged, and maybe people are having a hard time figuring out how to broach the topic or how to bring up an issue that they've been having. Maybe they don't know how to bring it to the table, so it's creating a little bit of tension and a bit of defensiveness between people. But I feel like because you have the Sage of Cups in the potential outcome, I feel like there is definitely a resolution available to you. But it might take a little bit of time to figure out how to actually just break the silence or break the tension and bring your feelings and thoughts to the table to work through some stuff. So yeah, Three of Pentacles in the reverse here is how you see yourself. In this deck, the Three of Pentacles is called nurturing. And so that's why I'm kind of feeling like you maybe just have slightly energetically pulled back from your person. They might not even be aware, although from the cards on this side, I think they do know that you've pulled back a little bit. But your energy feels a little bit like withdrawn from them. Like maybe you're not showing them as much affection as you normally would, or you're not giving them those little signals that you normally would. You're not going that extra mile that you normally would to like show affection or show love or show concern, or like maybe you're not being as nurturing as you normally are. And there's a little bit of defensiveness in your energy, I feel. But how you're seeing them is the Three of Cups upright, which is love. In this deck, it's called love. So I do feel like you haven't, it's not like I said, it's not a deal breaker. It's not like you've totally written this person off. Maybe there's been some issue that's come up recently, or some behavior that you've caught that you didn't like, or you didn't approve of, or you didn't appreciate. But you haven't been able to talk to him about it yet, so you're still kind of holding on. And just be careful with that it doesn't build up too long, that it starts to become resentful, because I do feel like there is a potential here for a resolution. There is a potential here for either an apology or forgiveness or acceptance, something along those lines. But don't take this energy too far here to the point where it starts to build up and build up and build up, and you start to become resentful, and you start to nitpick about things that aren't even bothering you, that weren't bothering you before, but you start to see every little thing that bugs you because you haven't released this energy that's here, that's kind of just like building up a little bit now. Now the person, how they see themselves is Strength in reverse, and how they see you is Ten of Cups in reverse. So maybe this person had a moment of weakness. It could be that this person has behaved a little bit in a way that makes you feel it's like a little distasteful. I can't see what it is exactly, but with the Strength in reverse, it's like a person's primal energy maybe is like running too strong or too heavy, and it's like not, they haven't, it's like not, it's a not very refined energy that they're presenting. So that could be something of what is like feeling a little distasteful to you, or something that's bothering you about them that you haven't been able to voice yet. And with the Ten of Cups here in the reverse, they might, the way that they're seeing you, it's called passion in this deck. So it could be that they're feeling that you've pulled away from them. You know, if this is a love person, this is a sexual partner, maybe they've noticed that you're not as attentive to them, or that you're not as affectionate to them, or maybe you've pulled away completely sexually. And there could be any number of reasons for that. But yeah, the way this person's seeing themselves is Strength in reverse. Maybe they've had maybe they're displaying something weak about themselves that they're not necessarily proud of, but that they can't necessarily feel like they have control over at this point in their lives. And for some people that could be like a substance issue, maybe it's like overeating, maybe there's just some body issues there, or something about their self-esteem or their confidence that's that they're working on, that they haven't quite fully like got a grip on, and maybe that is also something that's making them feel a little insecure, and that could be also the cause of some behavior that's not really that nice, or that it's something about their behavior that's maybe a little distasteful to you, but this person is actually kind of aware of it in a way, and it's more rooted in their insecurities rather than in them being, you know, inconsiderate or disrespectful. You know what I mean? So yeah, anyway, Ten of Cups in reverse is how they're seeing you. So I definitely feel like they're aware that you've pulled your energy back a little bit, and maybe if there hasn't been much communication yet, they're aware that there's something going on with you that at some point will need to be handled. Now in this central part of the reading, we have the energy that's between you. So this is the energy that supports, this is the energy that challenges, and this is overall energy. You have 2 sixes here and the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So the Ace of Worlds in reverse, in this deck it's called Success. So in the reverse position, what does that mean? I think that with these two individuals, the Ace of Pentacles is supporting in this reading, in that they are maybe there's a willingness to really refine and acknowledge that there's a lot of potential energy here between these people. There is a lot of love here. I feel that there's a lot of love here, but I feel like that maybe you guys are going through something together that you might not have come up against before, and maybe feeling a little bit challenging at the moment because it's like maybe a little bump in the road that you haven't experienced together before. But there is definitely a lot of energy here between you that is very harmonious. I feel like there's a lot of shared interests, there's a lot of shared support. There's a synergy between these two people. There's a connection that is very loving and nurturing and nourishing, like on a deep soul level. The Six of Swords is at the Six of Crystals in this deck. Six of Swords is called Confusion in this deck. It's in reverse at the top of the spread. So this is the energy that's like the overall energy of this reading. And then this Six of Worlds here is the crossing card. I kind of feel like there's just a need for people to come back into balance here, whether that means with each other or in themselves. Like, I'm definitely feeling there's something here about overindulgence. I'm not sure if that's you or them, but I kind of feel like it may be a bit on both sides. Like, there could be maybe between these two people like a shared drug habit or some kind of overindulgent energy that maybe needs to be, like, people, maybe you guys are starting to become aware that it could be time to look at it and figure out like how you want to address it, if at all, like if you need to. Maybe it's not something that's serious, but maybe it's just something that needs to be acknowledged brought into the open instead of being kind of like pretending that it's not there, you know. It could be for some people watching this reading that the person you're dealing with might be like the one that's just excessive and not you, and maybe you have been fine with it till now, but maybe something's happened recently where you're starting to feel differently about it. Maybe you're starting to be worried about the person's health and longevity, and that's kind of starting to play on your mind a little bit, whereas before you didn't kind of pay any notice or pay any mind to it, because you know you don't want to be judgmental, right? It's about accepting people. But I kind of feel like there could be something here with a person's health that's coming up that's maybe making you feel a little bit triggered. Like there's a nervous energy coming in now to the reading that I didn't pick up on before. Like maybe you're worried about a person's health because of this particular indulgent thing that they have or that they do, or whatever body thing it is. Maybe they don't exercise and that's all it is, and then there's something about their health that's coming up that is making you feel worried for their long-term health and wellness, and that may be just something that you need to bring up and talk about. But I do feel like there's a lot of love in this energy between these two people. You have the Sage of Cups in the outcome position as a potential outcome, and it's called Regenerator. So I feel like there is a lot of potential energy here to not only overcome and resolve this energy, but bring the union to a much closer and more loving, more healing place than it ever has been. Like this Six of Pentacles here at the middle of the reading is so beautiful. I feel like the people involved in this energy are very, very connected in a very deep soul way. There's a lot of love and support here. It's a very harmonious union. It could be a friendship, you know. It doesn't have to be a partnership of romance or love, like I said. This could even be a family member. You could be dealing with like a sibling or a parent here as well, you know. Yeah, I feel like there is something health related here potentially that's making you feel some type of way. Maybe you're a little bit upset and you're withdrawn a little bit because you don't want to come at the person with a lot of judgment or with a lot of pressure for them to change. But there is a lot of healing available here, and I think you guys are going to work it out. It's going to be mainly about, first of all, checking your own energy, because there is this defensive energy here that I felt at the beginning of the reading that you need to adjust and just check in on yourself. And when the time is right and the opening is there for the communication to happen, for you to share your thoughts and feelings coming from a place of compassion and love and concern and truth, rather than from a place of finger pointing and accusations. And you know, don't be like attacking and berating the person. You want to make them feel supported in whatever journey that is going to be undertaken ahead of this moment. If you enter the conversation in the right way, it's going to be a lot easier for you to get them on board and be able to start something from a place of love and compassion, rather than from a place of bossiness or accusations or what the person has done wrong until this point. You know what I mean? So Aries, I have a lot of confidence here. I like the energy of this reading, even though there is a little bit of that kind of weird tension there at the beginning of the reading. I feel like there is a lot of love and compassion here. I feel like there are shared goals here as well, which is also important for the success of a relationship, right? People understand each other well. There's a lot of compassion here, and there's a lot of healing available as well. It's just going to be all about your entry into the conversation and how you open up this dialogue. That will make all the difference as far as how well you're received and how much this person is going to actually be able to vibe with you and relate to what you're saying in a way that makes it something they feel welcomed into rather than forced upon. Alright friends, thanks so much Aries. It's been an honor and a pleasure to read for you. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now.